now, okay? It's hotter than hell. Hotter than the southernmost part of hell. Is this what the hot place feels like? Like, is this are we getting a taste of it? I mean, it's really global warming, but you get my drift. It is extremely hot in Paris right now, and not just in Paris and in France. Most of Europe, baby, we struggling right now. Okay, we struggling under a heat wave, and I need y'all like it. I'm looking at the weather. It is 98 degrees right now, and it is 3:36 p.m. um CET time, and which what is that, like 9:30 in the US, baby. It's hot. We have an extreme heat warning, right, in effect for my area, which is Paris, until midnight. And so that means it ain't gonna cool off until midnight. We're talking about record breaking temperatures. I think yesterday's temps like broke like records from since like the 1940s, right? So we're talking about historic temperatures. And yes, I got a rag on my neck. I got a rag on my neck because this went in the freezer. Okay? Like, what people don't get, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, 90 degrees, that's not that much. That's, 99 degrees, 100 degrees, that's not that bad. Now, officially, it's going to be 105 on Wednesday, and it'll be 103 on Thursday, and then it'll be 102 on Friday, and it's going to cool down a little bit to 97 degrees on Saturday, 90 on Sunday, and then it'll go back to more normal temperatures of like 81 degrees and the mid 70s on next week, like Tuesday of next week, and low 80s, right? Which is more normal, which is normal, okay? But what y'all got to understand, and don't talk about me too bad, okay? Because I did come here from Atlanta. I spent 15 summers in Atlanta. But we got air conditioning everywhere. You go from your house to your car to your job to your whatever to the mall. It's all air conditioning. Hey Eleanor, how are you? Hey Paulette. Yeah, that's the thing that people not getting. That's the thing that people are not getting. Hey Excel, Carmelo Anthony sentencing. I'm gonna have to do a separate thing on that one. Okay, because I definitely have thoughts about that. I have to do a separate video. I haven't really talked a lot about his sentencing. Of course, I think it's unjust, but yeah, going back to the heat. I don't mean to do that bad of a transition, but going back to the heat. Um, Charles, we live in an era where everything is designed to feed the ego and destroy authenticity. I'm not sure of your point, but okay. Excel. Listen, I'm trying. We gotta go old school, okay? I am at the point to where, yeah, old school, because um yeah, it's a lot going on. It's hot. It's hot. A lot going on. So hydrating. I can't find my hydration tablets. I can't find them. I don't know where they are. I bought some like 2 weeks ago. Can't find them. I'm drinking a lot of water. I'm sitting on top of my fan. Okay, but it's really blowing nothing but hot air. I am the windows, my curtains are closed, right? I don't want no hot air to get in. Charles, what's going on? I don't understand. You leaving these comments that don't have anything to do with what I'm talking about. Thank you, Excel. Thank you so much. Hello, is it El Flanella? Hi. How are you? But Charles, what you talking about? I don't know what your comments have to do with me and the heat, but I wish you the best. Winter Fall 2.0. Yes, the heat hit different. It really does. It really does. And you underestimate. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I miss my 72-degree AC. My 72 degrees in central air. Okay? Listen, Mark, welcome to Earth for real. Welcome to global warming, because it's not just hot here, It's hot everywhere in Europe right now. Like Germany is dealing with extreme temperatures, right? Everywhere. It's not just us. It's not just in Paris either. It's throughout France. Like Bordeaux is hotter than Paris. It's record breaking temperatures in Italy and all these other places, Turkey, Portugal, all these other countries. Hey DC, hey Barbara. What up, DC? Um, yeah, so if y'all coming, I'm letting y'all know now. Bring your fans. Don't listen. These folks who do not believe in AC. So your hotel may not have AC. If you have a hotel, let's say an older, like if you have a newer hotel, you may have no problem with that in a newer building. Okay, maybe. But nothing is in a newer building. Most things are not newer here. So if it's an old building, it's probably not retrofit, which means you're gonna be hot. Okay? Now if you're in like a Marriott or a Westin hotel, like an American hotel chain, they know for the most part. But you got to be careful because if you in an Airbnb and that Airbnb is at the top of a building, an old building here, an old Houseman building, baby, you gonna literally be roasting on 350. Okay, you are gonna be a rotisserie. You gonna be a rotisserie. Think about it. If you are that high, if you are very high up and that sun is beating down, you're at least like what 10 degrees, maybe 10, 15 degrees warmer than the temperature. That's where it gets dangerous. 200 people have passed away, unfortunately, with this heat so far. A number of people have passed away because they jumped into the river or waterways to escape the heat. And they are now no longer with us. My condolences go out to people. If you know people, if you know people who are here visiting, check on your people. If you got family here, check on your people, especially your elderly or you're ill or whatever. Check on your people. Winterfall wants to know how do women with menopause deal with it there. Listen, I'm currently going through perimenopause, but I I don't get many hot flashes. Thank God. I got other stuff going on. Okay. I got other stuff going on. They do a lot of homeopathic stuff here, Winterfall. So they take in different things. You're able to get generally more things by talking to a pharmacist, like a pharmacy consult, than you would in the US. But it's challenging. I'm not even gonna lie. I thankfully don't have as many issues with the hot flashes. I have had some, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was confused, and I had mine like a couple in the wintertime, and I was like, why am I sweating? What is going on? I was definitely my own personal summer. So luckily, perimenopause has affected me in some other ways. Um, but yeah, is it Skull? Not interested with non-beneficial. Are y'all in here trolling my live? What are y'all doing? It's too hot for this. What are y'all doing? Why are y'all leaving comments for the people? Look, you know who I'm talking to. Why are y'all trolling? Do y'all get paid for this? Thank you for the engagement, though. But yeah, I don't understand what your comment has to do with what I'm talking about. Please, let me know, okay? Because I don't get the correlation. I don't know what non-beneficial vessels. Well, what are you talking about? It doesn't even make sense. Um, don't make sense. But yeah, y'all trolling like y'all getting paid for it. Y'all getting a check every 2 weeks. What y'all doing every week? What's going on? What's going on? I don't understand. And he's not. This person is not the only one. There's a couple other people who are doing it too. So make it make sense to me. Okay, make it make sense. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm not understanding. Do I garden, produce my own fruits? Unfortunately, I don't have space to garden. I am in a 220 meter loft apartment. I have a courtyard outside. I am on the ground floor, so I don't have any room to garden or produce. There is an orange tree and there are some fruit plants outside of where I live, but it's a community garden. It's not just mine. So I do not garden, unfortunately. I don't have a space to garden. Gardening is actually a luxury. And we don't think about that a lot of times when you're in the US because you got the space. You probably got a backyard, you got a front yard, you got whatever. But yeah, I don't have all that. I do not have all that here. I don't have a space. The only gardening I can do would be indoors, maybe some basil or some like oregano or something like that. I could do indoor planting. Blah blah. Yes, my forehead. You like my five head? Do you? Don't you just love it? I do. Don't you love it? Blah blah. You tried it. You tried me and this forehead. Listen, it's shining. I know you see the African forehead. You can't miss it, right? Me and Tyra, we're here. Okay. She's made a lot more money on her forehead than I have made on mine, but I'm trying to get there. Are you going to help me? Blah blah. Are you going to help me? Right? Because I love my forehead. I love my forehead. Listen. Yeah, the forehead definitely got a full-time job, and you're gonna get a full-time job of being blocked in a minute. Keep talking about my forehead. Because we're not gonna do that over here. Okay? You're not gonna come over here and talk about me on this on my page in this community. So I will entertain some of it, but not a lot, because I don't have any feelings about my forehead. I love my forehead, don't you? I know you do. You must do, because you're talking about it. I know you do. So what else you got? What else you got? Y'all, you know, y'all kill me on these lives, but I'm with the shits every time, every single time, every single time I'm with it. Because you come on someone's live, that's like coming to someone's house. Where are your manners? Blah blah. C3O. I know you're a troll because your mama didn't teach you. Yes, absolutely. Let me block him. Hold on, him or her. Where hide user on this channel. Just gonna hide that person. Okay, that person is hidden. I'll figure out how to block them later because yeah. But the engagement helps because I love my forehead. I love my forehead. And you know these algorithms are funny because people really do like they come the videos on the channel, they try to say certain things, especially as a black woman content creator. Y'all think y'all slick, but y'all not. Like y'all are really obsessed. You're obsessed, low-key obsessed, because we stay in your head rent free, like rent free. We stay in your head, on your lips, and on your fingertips. But thank you, Barbara. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Listen, y'all secretly love the lives of black women, or you secretly want to be black women as much shit as y'all try to talk about us. Like if I didn't like somebody, I'm not talking about y'all. Like I mind my business. I mind my black ass business. If I don't like something, why would I focus on it? But y'all have made it your jobs to do that. And I also get like you got to be really careful with it too, because as we saw with my forever FLOTUS, right? Like here she is minding her business, minding her first lady business, and you have people coming out of the woodwork to talk about her, right? So there is definitely a collection of people online who do things to rage bait. And I know they specifically do things to rage bait black women because they do something dumb and stupid as hell. They know we're going to share it. They know we're going to talk about it, right? And I get our collective anger over it because we are tired of it, right? But at the same time, I know I only focus on sharing content that is made by other black creators about a certain topic, and I don't like to share the original offending post because why are we being triggered all over again? We know what that man said about her. So I'm only going to share it if it's something that's positive. If it's something that's positive. For example, what's her name? Leslie Honore did a beautiful poem about First Lady, right? And we all knew what she was referencing. We knew she was referencing this person who took the time out of his miserable day to focus on First Lady Michelle Obama, right? So she didn't have to say anything or reference. We all on code over here, okay? We know what's going on. So yes. Hey Marsha, how are you? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you are well. Definitely let me know when you're back in the area. Let me know. We definitely need to meet up if you're in Paris. But yeah, Barbara, haters make you greater. What can I say? They definitely make you greater. But yeah, I'm sitting here, Marsha, with this uh rag on my neck that I put in the freezer because yeah, it's that hot. It's extremely hot. And I'm trying to stay cool. Love you too. Thank you so much. Love right on back to you. Yeah, I'm trying to stay cool. My daughter asked me the other day, she was like, she had told me, she was like, well, Mom, you need to get a personal fan. You need to get one of those electric fans. And I was like, yeah, 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 yeah. I told her, I was like, yeah, I should have got one of those fans. And it's not the issue of, the issue is Amazon probably will take a day, like 2 days. It's not as fast as in the US. Like, I do miss that about the US. Amazon, baby, you want something, you can get it a lot of times same day. I can't get stuff as fast here. It doesn't work the same here. I don't know what it is about Paris and their logistical systems. My friend that's in the UK, she can get her stuff same day delivery. But here, The challenge is I'm not going to go out to get it. And so then I have to wait for the delivery to come. Um, and personally, a mini fan, I don't know. I don't know. It's really complicated and difficult because the trains are very, some trains are hot, some trains are not. You go on some lines, they're fine. You can feel the air when you walk in. Other lines, they trying to, I don't know, they're trying to send you to the hot place. You feel like it. And especially when you have people who are around you. So I went to Fête de la Musique over the weekend and Sunday. And some trains were good. Other trains I got on just going throughout the city, and they had closed some lines because it was so hot. Baby, we was packed in there like sardines. And the one thing, you going to feel that body heat, okay? You going to feel it. You going to know who took a shower, who wore deodorant, and who did not. Who didn't take a shower. Who's not wearing deodorant. But yeah, um, that's my life here. We are dealing with these record high temperatures, 105 degrees, 104. Let me look on here. Hold on, 104. It'll be 104 tomorrow. Hold on. Where's my thing? I need to pull up. It'll be 104 and then 105. So yeah, it's not. This weather is not. It's not playing. Right now it is 98. And what did I say earlier? I'm checking now. Now, Oldenburger, you are another one. You know what? I'm gonna block you, but before I do, no shade on the trans community. I'm not trans. And Oldenburger, I don't know if that's like a fake profile picture. No, you are not going to erase my identity. It is 2026, but you also know that it is a racial stereotype for y'all to be referring, for you to refer to black women as anything but their suggested pronouns. You specifically know that. My specific pronouns are she and her. You respect that, okay? Y'all out here calling black women men because that is a specific racial stereotype. 100 years ago, the work that black women were forced to do for no little to no compensation. By Oldenburger, you still here. I know you still watching me. So while you watching me, you may as well get an education. But what you're not going to do is misgender me. Okay? No shade to the trans community. Just like they want their pronouns correct, I want my she her pronouns correct. You know that I am not a man, a trans man. So don't even go there. You're trolling, but you also know the racial stereotypes that come with that. Okay, so I'm not even here to give you a learning lesson because then I would have to send you an invoice. But you know exactly what you're doing. And I'm gonna call it out every single time. Y'all, just like y'all love to talk about First Lady, folks love, and I don't even know is your who I can't look on your picture. I don't know what race you claim to be, based upon your avatar, just like y'all out here calling First Lady Michelle Obama a man, that is a very specific racial stereotype. You can add man, you can add trans or whatever. We're not going for that here. Okay, so now I'm going to block you. That's enough. Hold on. Okay, that's blocked. These comments are blocked. Every time, I swear, every time on live, y'all, people be cutting up every single time. Stay on topic. I need y'all to stay on topic. If you got some move abroad questions, I'm with you. Okay? If you have some black ass news questions, I'm with you. I don't mind that. All right? But disrespect is not tolerated. And I fight back. And you're not gonna whoop my ass. How about that? So, yeah. Yeah, you got the right one. Cause I don't ignore it. And the way you come at me is the way I come at you. If you light in love, baby, I'm lighting love right back to you. Okay? But now if you wanna nuck if you buck, we can do that too. Yeah, on YouTube. We can do it on YouTube. And let's go. But I don't ignore things. I don't push it up under the rug. Absolutely. I'm sorry, I don't have a dollar TV. I don't have a dollar. Yes, Marsha. They try you on every day that ends in Y. I'm sure with your expat experiences, you have experienced some things too. And that's one of the reasons why I don't get on live a lot because but I gotta get out of that because I can't let them stop me from doing what I need to do. And I need to some members of this community, Barbara is one who has graciously offered to be a moderator. I need to take folks who have offered up on their offer because yeah, it kind of throws me off because I have to address it. I can't ignore it. I gotta address it. Even though I know they want me to address it, but I just can't. If I see it, nah, I gotta do it. Gotta do it. You I'm ready to drag them straight to hell twice. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm with it every single time. Let's do it. But yeah, it is for attention. It definitely is for attention. And sometimes, not sometimes, like every time, I like to give them the attention they're seeking. But it throws me off because now it's like, okay, so what was I talking about? Which was the purpose of it anyway. So I guess they saw this live and they thought that it's like what is that? That's a number of trolls already. And the crazy thing is, like I said, they're not getting paid for it. So what is the end game? Or maybe they are getting paid for it. I don't know. All I know is, like I tell anybody who comes and comments, even on the videos on this channel, all comments, positive or negative ones, help. Right? So what you're actually doing is you're helping to spread the video or the live because YouTube says, and these algorithms, see, people don't know how algorithms work, but I do. Okay. And I've been in this space for a long time. I'm not here to list my resume and my credentials, but when you comment on something, that tells the algorithm, oh, this is something that we should spread out more. So it actually has the opposite effect. It is for attention, but it's definitely, you know, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, but trolls always gonna troll. Yeah, we gonna all the time. Listen, do me all the time. That's right. Do you? I'm gonna do me all the time, all the time. But yeah, y'all. For those of you who are looking at moving abroad and looking at where you're gonna move to, keep that weather in your. Listen, you have to keep global warming in your back pocket. 200 people have passed away, unfortunately, here due to the weather, due to the temperatures. Unfortunately, there were two young children who passed away in a car. I think they were maybe like they were playing a game or something and they got into their family car and they couldn't find them. And unfortunately, they passed away. You've had people who have jumped into the river and into waterways trying to stay cool who unfortunately drowned. Heat is deadly. It's deadly. And I think I think a couple thousand people unfortunately passed away even last year with the temperatures. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but heat is deadly. And this El Nino global warming, It is so hot that even in places like India, that it is the temperatures are so hot, which they're used to high temperatures, but it's so hot that people are going to be migrating to other places because they cannot take the heat. All right. They are not able to take the heat. And at a certain point, your body gets exhausted and it's not safe. So we're seeing crazy weather patterns, even in the US, record hurricanes, record tornadoes, record thunderstorms, record destruction. So this isn't something that's just affecting, Europe. It's affecting the whole world in different ways. When it's like 70 degrees in Detroit, my hometown, in January or February, whatever it was, when I talked to my mom, like stuff like that don't make sense. Not for Detroit. Now maybe for Atlanta, but not for Detroit. Not for Detroit. So we all have to just be aware if you are moving abroad, you kind of got to look at what the temperatures look like and then almost like plan for global warming, because I think the last time it was these types of temperatures was I think like in 99, and a lot of people died. Tens of thousands of people died. Barbara, you know what? Those portable AC units. So my daughter reminded me when we came here 4 years ago in August of 2022, like I went to Lidl and I saw this unit and I bought it, and we don't have it. I don't have it still. And you use it with ice cubes. And the ATL in me is just like, no doggone ice cubes, but honestly it's better than nothing. And what some people are doing also is they're putting the ice cubes in their dehumidifiers, and like that's also blowing cold air on them. You see me with this rag on my neck, so I need to check out which type of air conditioner to buy because all of them are not good. Typically, the way that my apartment is built, I'm gonna show you. Like, hold on, let me change the camera. So those windows, I have windows up here. That's what my windows are. So I can't get like a traditional unit, right? Like I have to have one that not like a wall unit, like it would either have to be central air equipped, and my furnace, there is a central air setting but it does not work. Okay, it's not equipped. It's an older building, and yeah, yeah. So I am looking at which kind to buy. I'm going to go. I need to look. I need to check Amazon reviews because I was asking someone here, a friend of mine, and he was like, "Make sure you check the reviews. All of them are not good." And I'm like, "Okay." So wherever I'm going to get it from, it's going to be delivered here, and I need to figure out something pretty quickly. Um, that's my thing. I don't trust all the reviews either. You try getting one and it's based in Japan. Um, that Japanese one might be good though. I don't know. I don't know. I know I need something. I know I need something. Um, Sleeping at night is not hasn't been a problem, but just it's during the day, and it's the fact that I'm working during the day and just I'm hot, and yeah, I need to figure out something. But typically, the units that we have they port out the door, so you have a hose. And I've seen these in America before. I even had one years and years ago. It ports out the door with a big like hose, and it's a portable one. You can take it back and forth. There's a mission cloth that he. I listen. I need all the things. I need to figure this out. I need all the things. Even the spray water misters. I need those too because I wasn't ready. I'm not even gonna lie. I wasn't ready. It was hot here maybe like 3 weeks ago. For a day or two, but this right here is highly unusual. Highly unusual. So yeah, I got to get it together. My kids were getting on me the other day about like why don't you have this and why didn't you get this, and I'm like, no, I didn't think it would be this bad, but I can go to the grocery store. There's a grocery store, La Grande Epicerie. It's literally like maybe, I'm trying to think of how many meters, like maybe like a half a block away, maybe like a block away. Okay, like a block. I can walk a block. And open the freezer. The air is kicking in that place, and they have a cafe. And I'm seriously going to work there because take my laptop and work because it's that hot. There are other places I can go. There's a shopping center about 10 minutes away, like a 10-minute walk away, or I could take the bus. But again, I got to time everything because I got to get to that place. Okay, the shopping center is air conditioned and feels lovely. The problem is a lot of the places that you think should be cooler are not. So even with the movie theaters, some of those are cool and some are not. Some like train stations, no, they're hot. They're hot. Eleanor, yes, you love La Grande Epicerie. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful gourmet grocery store. It's absolutely gorgeous. Every time I go in there, I'm just like, oh yeah, it's a very nice shopping experience. So yeah, they crank their air up, and I've worked in their cafe before, and yeah, it felt really good. I went there when it was hot a few weeks ago, like last month, and I just got irrationally angry and upset that I couldn't feel that kind of air all the time because that's the air that I'm used to. Where you can feel it. You walk in, it's like, oh my God, this feels so good. So yeah, I'm gonna take a run down there, like a run in that direction. Not a run, a walk, a slow walk in that direction because again, it's not very far at all. And I need to cool off. So I've been just hydrating. I've been, you know, the last thing I want to do for anybody needs to worry about the last thing you want to do is fall out in this kind of heat. And so even on the weekend, they have emergency vehicles that have been dispatched. Like you're saying, we saw emergency personnel passing out water to people on the street for Fête de la Musique, which was over the weekend. Specifically, especially on Sunday, it was so hot in Paris. I celebrated, but I went to the canal to celebrate Canal Saint Martin because of the breeze. Even like on Friday night, I went out and I was at off the Seine River. I needed that breeze. So yeah, it changes how you do things and how you move. I don't want to do anything that's going to require me to be outside too much or be honestly being on a train is actually not bad because when you're in the metro, it's so much cooler. You can feel the immediate difference. It's just sometimes being on a crowded train, which is a problem. But being in the metro itself, like the one near my house, is perfect. It's not bad at all. So I shouldn't have to do these things, but this is what you have to do when you don't have AC. So I need to figure out my AC situation for sure. Okay, you're coming this way in September. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I will be here. Definitely. Well, it's a possibility I won't because it's a possibility I will be traveling in the month of September. I don't have it confirmed yet, but definitely keep in touch. We'll keep in touch, and if I am here, let's meet up for sure. So, but yeah, if y'all are traveling here, for anybody that might be traveling here, just know that it's hot. If you're traveling anywhere in Europe, it's pretty warm right now. So take that into your travel plans and bring your personal fans, bring your personal electric fans. Wear light clothing. Of course, hydrate. Don't be out and everything if you don't have to be. Certain things like I'm almost sure the Eiffel Tower is closed because it gets to a point to where it's too hot. I'm almost sure that certain, like last year, they closed the tower, they closed Arc de Triomphe, they closed that, and they closed the Louvre. So know that your travel plans might be impacted. Know that things like your transportation might be impacted because they are closing subway lines too. They're closing metro lines. At least they close them. They closed some over the weekend. I don't know about now. I have been staying in the house. I have not been out since Sunday night. So, and I plan to not really go anywhere. I'm not. Only place I'm trying to go is if it's cooler. So I don't want to have to deal with any of that. So yeah, I will go somewhere cooler only. Like I'm seriously considering going to Châtelet. Châtelet is about 20 minutes away from me, and it's a nice mall. I mean, Châtelet is a huge area, but it also the big mall is there. So I'm assuming it will be pretty good. So yeah, my travel is strictly indicated upon the amount of heat that I will have to bear getting there. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. But yeah, but for you guys, I'm gonna get off of here. But for y'all who are traveling to Europe, you're traveling to France or Paris or anywhere, just know that it is super hot right now. Pack your patience. Know that things are going to take longer. Make sure you factor heat into your travel plans. And if you're outside, that's when it's the most dangerous. And I get it. Like if you coming from somewhere else to travel, you're coming here for vacation. You want to do and see all the things. I totally get it. But just pace yourself because this heat will wear you out. It will wear you out. It will make you exhausted, make you tired. No matter what age you are, you have to worry about overheating. Whether you are an infant or a small child, their bodies overheat quickly, or whether you have any kind of chronic healthcare conditions, whether you are the elderly, but it doesn't even matter. Heat stroke can affect anybody of any age. So I don't want to say like, oh, if you're older or if you're younger, whatever, but you have to be concerned about that if you are outside in the environment or if you are in your house with no fans. Please get to a cooler place. All right. Cold showers, uh, ice. They don't really do ice like they should do in this country. And I'll be honest with you, one of the things that I don't think of as being a luxury, one of the things I would think of, not being a luxury purchase, but I would think of it as like a nice to have in the US. But I think here is honestly a necessity because I'm used to going to the store getting a 5 pound bag of ice. They don't do that here. I'm not quite sure why, but they don't do it here. So um, I have the old school ice tray. But if you're looking for like a big thing of ice that you would just go to the store, go to go to your local drugstore, your local supermarket chain, and they don't do that here. They have the small like I've seen like maybe 2 pound bags, 1 pound bags, but even those is not very common. So there are a few things purchases I need to make. In addition to this AC, I need to get an ice machine for sure. Sheila, yes, in Munich, it's 92 degrees, which is, yes, someone on my TikTok channel. For those of you who follow me on TikTok, I don't know if you do or not, but on TikTok, I'm active on, what is the name of my channel? On TikTok, what is it called? Why am I struggling here? The Laugh Ministry, at the Laugh Ministry on TikTok. I think it's definitely too hot. My brain, it's affecting my brain, y'all. But on TikTok, it's at the Laugh Ministry. And so one of the people in that community, she lives in Munich, and she was saying how it's going to be like 92, 94, or just really insane temperatures. So yeah, it's crazy hot everywhere. I don't know. I was considering a short trip to Turkey or Greece in a couple weeks. I don't know if that's going to happen. But the difference is that again, when you go to these other places, they have air conditioning. So you could, if you're in your hotel, it's going to be air conditioning. The challenge is when you're out. Now the restaurants, I'm trying to remember when I went there a few years back. The restaurants generally do, some of them have air conditioning, it depends. But it's so hot that it's kind of like if it's hot now, that area, that region of the world is already very hot. So, but it's usually really, really hot in like August and sometimes in July. I don't, my plans are not confirmed. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, y'all. I'm not, it's good to be, in a beautiful place. I've been there before. So I'm just like, I've been there before. I had a great time. I might have to do it another time. It might have to be like when it's cold here, maybe, or cooler here. I'm just not trying to go from one frying pan to another. I'm not trying to do all that. Like I'm really not. That's not pleasant to me. Like that's not a vacation. And I don't want to be stuck in a hotel either. A hotel or Airbnb. I'm not trying to do that either. That's not fun. At least not to me. So yeah, seriously considering if I'm going to go. But it's hot everywhere, even the UK. Like it's not in the 90s there, and they don't get a lot of heat. So it's hot everywhere. Wherever, if you're going to London, listen, it's hot there too. Germany, like what Sheila mentioned, it's hot there too. It's hot in France, Portugal, Turkey. I don't know what Switzerland is like, but yeah, it's just hot, y'all. In most of Europe, it's hot, and I don't know about. I wonder about other countries like Finland. I don't know about those countries how it's doing there. It's generally colder there, but they might be going through their heat wave too. It's just hot right now. That's all I can say. So if you're traveling anywhere in Europe, just be aware and be cautious. Many of these places, many of these countries were under heat advisories, severe heat warnings, severe heat restrictions, right? So the same precautions you would take if it was really cold or whatever, is the same precautions we're taking now. So your travel plans may be interrupted, or you may have to make some modifications. If you thought you were taking the train might be closed. Maybe it's too many people. Maybe the train shut down because it stopped working because of the heat. It's a lot of things that go on. So just keep that in mind if you are traveling, for y'all who have travel plans for right now. It's just hot, but it'll be better after it'll cool down a little bit by the weekend, thankfully. So we'll see what happens after that. But y'all, let me get off of here. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you so much for all of those who commented. I'm gonna try to go and hydrate and yeah, try to cool off a little bit. Thank y'all for joining me this morning or this afternoon, whatever it is, whatever time frame where you are. Let me see. Before I go, let's see. Sheila, people are not considering traveling in the shoulder season, April and October. Ah, yeah, you know what? I can see that. Those Scandinavian countries, yes, I can totally see that. Because I mean, I don't want to go there during the wintertime, but I would like to go there like about now. And I understand now why people in like in the UAE, like people in from countries like Dubai and Saudi Arabia, they often come here in the summertime as their vacation because it is so hot there. So they kind of come here to kind of cool off because typically our summers are fairly mild. You know, we may have a few warm days, but like I found that it's not anything that would necessitate having AC. I know some of y'all are like, why don't you have a AC, even a portable one? Well, you know, it didn't really a day or two is a minor inconvenience, but when it becomes long stretches of time, now we're talking something different. We're talking something different now. So I have to adjust. So I need to kind of get my hot weather things together, my hot weather purchases. But yeah, that AC unit, personal fan, hydration tablets, I don't know, ice packs, ice machine. I got to get it together, y'all. Got to get it together. But thank you all so much for joining me. I'm going to get off of here and try to cool off. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. And stay tuned. I'll be doing more lives. I'll be on here. We're going to deal with these trolls or whatever. But I'll be on here more and doing more on the channel. I said in the previous video, I'm kind of like, yeah, relaunching some things. So stay tuned. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day, you guys.